Hi there, I'm Lacey Faye and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my makeup the way that I used to do it before I started watching YouTube tutorials and learning different techniques, and I am going to be incorporating some of the new tools and techniques that I've learned along the way. So I used to never prime my skin. I would just use the Nivea face cream. I just put that on and then go ahead in with my foundation, which is actually powder foundation. But I've already done that and I'm not going to do anything extra as far as that goes, but I am going to start with my eyes, which I always used to do last, and in particular my brows, which I never used to do. And what I would do is just take a little eyeshadow palette, and guys, I have all of these tiny little samples because I used to have a Ipsy subscription and I would get all these little sample sizes of things, and that's just what I would use until I ran out. So that's why a lot of these things that I'm using are so tiny. But anyway, I have this one eyeshadow palette from Bang Beauty, and I would just take a little angled brush and dip into the darkest shade just a little bit. And then, I mean, I wouldn't tap anything off or anything like that because I didn't know that trick, but I'm going to now. And then I would just sort of brush over and darken them up a little bit. I wouldn't worry about combing them up or anything like that. So I'm just gonna do that. I actually am gonna sweep them up a little bit, and then later I probably will set them, but for now I'm just gonna do this. All right, well that was quick and simple. That's what I used to do. I used to never set my eyelid, and I would wonder why I would have creases on my eyelid just even a couple hours after I did my makeup. So I'm actually gonna take a little bit of my powder foundation on my brush and just buff that onto the lid and see what happens. So I'm gonna take the shade Take It for Granite from the Balm Beauty, and I used to just get that all over the brush, just go in like that. You can see it was very well loved, it still is, and just, you know, buff that all over the lid. Okay, so that's that, and then next I would go in with this little purple shadow from Nomad and just take it on this little brush and dip into it like so. Again, I wouldn't tap it off at the time, but now I will a little bit, and you know, I would just kind of put it on the outer corner there. I don't know if I would work it into the crease or not, but I'm going to now. And I'll take the other side of the brush and buff that out a little bit. I have the shimmer powder from Mica Beauty Cosmetics, and then I would just take whatever powder is in the lid right there and sweep it across the entire lid, because even 6 months ago I still loved to shimmer. And I actually do have this little highlighter from Katherine Natural Cosmetics, and I mean, you can see I loved that. I still do. I would just take a little bit of that and put it up under my brow bone. And I don't think I ever highlighted my inner corner, but I'm going to, because that is something I like to do now. Okay, that's it for shadows. That's what I used to do. The next thing, I always wore top and bottom eyeliner, and I would only ever use a pencil just because that's what I had, that's what I was familiar with. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, and then so what I would do after I got that on is I would take it a little bit out and then use my finger to smudge it into a little wing. That's what I would do, and I liked the way it looked, so I'm gonna do that real quick. It's almost like a little shadow wing. Always put it in my waterline as well, which I still do that pretty often, so that's nothing new. Okay, so for mascara, I have this Lash Discovery by Maybelline. It has this really tiny little brush, and I love it so much. And I don't even know if there's a lot of mascara left in here, but I have dunked this into other mascara tubes just to use the little wand. I'll curl the top lashes, there's nothing new there. And then I would take the same mascara with the tiny wand and place that on my upper lashes. Oh, and try not to put myself in the eye. It doesn't do a whole lot, but it does help to separate out the lashes. And that's mainly because it's pretty much empty. But then I would go over that with my Voluminous Carbon Black by L'Oreal. I still love this stuff, I still use it often. I think this is kind of old too. All right, I just actually got through my whole complexion and realized that I was not filming. But basically what I did when I was putting on mascara was that I took some eye drops and put a drop in here to loosen up what was left. I learned that trick off Pinterest. So I finished up the eyes, and then I didn't do anything new with concealer. My nose was a little red because I'm cold, and so I just put on a little bit of concealer, rubbed that in with my finger. The thing that I did do was my whole complexion with my powder foundation, so you missed that. But what I did differently was I used the Tati Beauty Blendiful, and this thing works like a charm on powders, foundations. I'll show you what I did. I just tapped some into the lid like so, picked it up with my Blendiful, and just tapped that on into the skin. Just like that. And I was saying how incredible this tool is. It's so crazy to me that it's a fabric tool and it can pick up liquids and powders and deposit them on the face. There's very little left on the Blendiful itself, so I love this thing. It's great. I was about to go into blush when I realized I wasn't filming, so I'm gonna continue with that. And again, I have another sample. It's a Bang Beauty Smoked Peach Blush. You can see that it is very well loved. It's all I used to ever use. And it has a nice little metallic sheen to it that I always liked. Now I used to just take this on a big powder brush and go all over the cheeks because I didn't bronze or anything like that, but I am going to use a little bit of a smaller brush. This is an old brush that I got from Bare Minerals a long time ago. Oh, you know what? It's full of glitter. I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I used to do with my big brush, try to pick up as much as possible and put that on my cheeks. The pressing motion is something new that I've learned from actually Ali Glein's channel. If you guys haven't seen her, please check her out. She's amazing. And see, this has a little bit of a built-in highlighter. So, I mean, that's basically what I would do and be done. But then I got this little sample, Pixie by Petra, and it's a blush duo, which has since broken, of course, and I just have little pebbles. But I would take that, I guess I'll use my glittery brush, and just put that right over where I put the blush. Just like that. I used to be able to get ready, do my whole makeup and everything, be out the door in like 15 minutes. But now I like to do a little more. It's kind of fun for me. It's almost like an art project. So that's it for eyes and complexion. Next is lips. Got a NYX lipstick. It's LOL number 5. And I just would usually kind of dot that on the lips and then blot it with my finger, so I'm gonna do that. I've got a Victoria's Secret lip gloss. I love this stuff. Oh, a lot came out. Okay, so that's how I used to do my makeup. Sometimes I still do. I hope you enjoy this, and I would love to know what you used to do, what you do differently now. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to subscribe, please do so. Thanks again for watching, and enjoy today. Bye now. Hey there, I just wanted to give a quick update on my makeup. I'm actually really impressed on how it has lasted throughout the day. I'm surprised that my eyelids have not creased at all. I just used my powder foundation to set them, and it worked really well. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to give a little update. It might be a method that I use in the future. Thanks, bye now.